So I played the Concord beta for 5 minutes. Get this.
Show Concord? Okay, let's show Concord. Take it out to the back of the barn, bro. We just gotta put it down. You know what really makes me happy about this? Is that this game is so shitty that they're gonna have to pay people to play it. And I might be one of them.
Yeah, Concord, it's not for me. You know what I mean? I played a few matches.
That's 24. Really soon. August? Maybe I'll play the. I don't know, man. I might not even play the beta. This is like a hard pass for me, bro. I can't believe Sony bought this fucking studio. I'm sorry. Like, that's crazy.
Set your expectations low and prepare to be disappointed.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? I know I told you because I was on TV when I said it. Look, man, when PlayStation decided they wanted to do this live service thing, they did it, I felt, too aggressively. Making 12 live service games at the same time seems a little bit too aggressive, especially for a company that's known for their single-player games. Obviously, they're still making some single-player games. The ones that's announced is Wolverine, Astrobot. Those are the two announced single-player games. But of course, we know they are working on some other single player games. But this pivot to live service, initially Helldivers 2 was doing extremely well. Now even Helldivers 2 has cooled off. But Concord, ladies and gentlemen, Concord is looking DOA, dead on arrival, is looking to be an absolute disaster. Last week they had a beta, and the beta in the first week wasn't doing great. You know, big time PlayStation fanboys are saying, yo man, this isn't it. I'm not feeling this. When you condition your fan base to love single player only games, then all of a sudden you switch. Say, yo, we want you guys to love these multiplayer games as a service. The majority of the PlayStation fanboys, they're like, no, this isn't it, PlayStation. We don't like this. We don't like it. The gamer 2323, who was a longtime PlayStation fan, said the game like 8 years late to the party. Concord beta, my opinion.
Oh man.
He's right. I haven't played the game, but it definitely seems like it's late to the party. Hero shooters, I don't know, man. I don't know. But the first week's beta just wasn't doing well. Erica for the win, she just posted how Gears 5, which came out in 2019, actually had more players than the Concord beta.
It's not funny. It's really not funny.
That should not be the case. Even though this is just Steam numbers, this should not be the case. This is a huge PlayStation game coming out in August, which is a month away on PC and PS5 only. And nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares at all. Now, last week's beta didn't do that great, but this week's beta so far seems to be even worse. Day one of the Concord open beta peaks at 2,388 concurrent players on Steam. This is an open beta now. Now, don't forget, last week's Concord beta was for PlayStation Plus members, which was kind of an open beta, but this is officially an open beta. And all they can pull was 2,388. They couldn't even pull 3,000 concurrent players. What? Paul Tassi says the Concord open beta numbers are somewhat concerning. He's being nice for using the word somewhat. It's being nice. Somebody pulled up some multiplayer games, that was on Steam. And I mean, look, man, as bad as they want to talk about Halo Infinite a few years ago had all-time peak of 272,586. Team Fortress and Battlefield and Multiversus and Overwatch 2, Fallout 76. And then you look at Concord. That's like crackhead numbers. I'm sorry, listen, I know I'm a bot. I know I be talking shit about PlayStation and PlayStation fanboys. But for you ponies, this is a wake-up call. As big of a monster the PlayStation brand is, nothing's guaranteed. I need you guys to realize this shit. As arrogant as y'all become, as arrogant as y'all are, nothing's guaranteed. Just because it has PlayStation written on it doesn't mean it's going to be a success. Whether it's third party or first party, it does not mean it's going to be a success. And if you guys go out there and say, well, this is just the beta, who knows what's going to happen when the game officially releases, shut up. Because you know and I know, when the game officially releases, it's going to be the same shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, PlayStation first party, guys, can we please be honest here? The live service pivot, I don't know, man. I just don't know. When you condition your fans to like a certain type of game, when the PS4 generation, they made these great single player only games. They used to do multiplayer in the PS3 generation, but for some reason in the PS4 generation, they focus 100% on single player games. And PlayStation themselves, the reason they're pivoting, they have pivoted to live service games because they already said their single player games are no longer sustainable. Well, let me take that back. Certain single player games are not sustainable. Spending $300 million on Spider-Man 2 and it sold 10 million and 10 of that and 10 million sales, and Disney gets a big chunk of that, is not sustainable for them. Guys like Colin Moriarty want to come out there and say, well, Xbox Gamepass is raising their prices because it's not sustainable. Stupid. Why is PlayStation doing what they're doing? If everything was all gravy, they would not be putting their games on PC, and they would definitely not be focusing on live service games. So Concord is, I'm sorry guys, it's not looking like a winner in my eyes. Maybe they can, gain some people, but even if they're putting it on PC, and PC players don't give a shit. When you look at Helldivers number, that game was a success because of PC players. PlayStation guys, the only multiplayer games they play is Call of Duty. That's it. And that game is now owned by their biggest competitor. So, look, man, I wish Concord luck, but you know me, if you listen to my channel, you know I will talk shit. The only reason I'm talking shit is because PlayStation guys talk shit. They talk shit about Hellblade 2 not doing that well. Recently, I was talking about college football the other day. Ponies came in my comment section saying, yo, Hellblade 2 flopped. Yes, so we're going to talk shit. Deal with it. Concord looks like it's DOA. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.